Listen, man, I ain't even gonna do the intro. I'm gonna just get straight to the point. Listen, everybody. I was just recording earlier, unboxing video. I was recording unboxing. Good thing I did not open the figure, but I will say this though. Her mom came inside. Although she didn't really care. She just came in like, all right, she's tired. She's tired from being on duty. But listen, we're gonna do this real quick because I do have to pick up my little brother. But I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. I am going through a lot right now. I don't know if I'm going to be doing maybe like shopping with eBanks before I go. I won't say where to, but what I can say is it's pretty crazy. It's a crazy experience what we're going on right now, but I think we're not gonna stop doing unboxing video, and we're not gonna stop doing we're gonna do shopping with eBanks. We are gonna do it. But let's just first get things settled first. But before we even do that, I just want to say thank you everybody for all the love and support. Yes, we are going to be doing an unboxing video. This will be the last one before I come back, because when I come back, I'm going to continue to do more. And we're going to do shopping with eBanks maybe before I leave, or maybe when I come back afterwards. But I will tell you guys this, I definitely cannot wait to see where this journey go. And I do got to break the news to you guys that I am not going to be able to do my wrestling career, and I cannot explain why, but it's a lot going on, and it's always something that holds me back. But I know I will do it. Unfortunately, it has to be held down again for the twice in a row of this year. I'm actually disappointed in myself, but I know that we're gonna still continue to go. That is my biggest goal, and we're gonna continue to keep going. You know, we're gonna have some tough time, but we're gonna continue to go. But anyways, thank you guys for the love and support. Like and subscribe, and comment what you want to see next on the video, what video ideas you want me to do, and I will do it. Trust me, guys. But thank you guys so much for the love and support. Now let's get to it. All right, so first figure will be Ronda Rousey, the 2018 SummerSlam. This is when she defeated Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, and she proved why she is the baddest woman on planet. Hey, 2018 Ronda Rousey was one of my favorite Ronda Rouseys of all time. She was literally one of my favorites of all time. Hold on, let me see what time is it real quick. Yo, my fault, yeah. All right, 1:57. We can do it. She is one of my favorites of all time. From 2018, man, she was great, man. I just don't know what happened to her, bro. But she had that aura in her hand. And when her second run came in, no one was, I wouldn't say it was really excited. It's just pretty lackluster. But I will forever say this, that 2018 Ronda Rousey was one of my favorite Ronda Rousey, because she brought something new to the table. It was like a new wave. And I was really excited to see her when I saw her in 2018 and how she was like wrestling, man. It was chef's kiss to 2018. Well, for Ronda Rousey and for some wrestlers, but you know what happened back in 2018, because I'm not even going to deny it. It was one of the darkest days in 2018 for wrestling. We was going through the darkest days. And to this day, we still are going through the darkest days in wrestling history. Because we're not going to really speak about it, but you guys already know what's going on. And it's sad and unfortunate, but it's the kind of era we're living in right now. I don't think wrestling fans will ever catch a break. And I don't think we are really at the right head, because we always switch up on one thing. We say we want this wrestler, and then we don't. We switch up a lot. I hope you guys know that. And we're going to review another figure. Now, this is the LWO Zelina Vega Elite. She comes with Rey Mysterio and the rest of the LWO crew. Now, I want you guys to know that I was going to get the full edition of Zelina Vega, but unfortunately, it was sold out. And obviously, I can't do nothing about it. So I had to get her in a separate bag. I had to get her separately. But thank God that this is not pre-owned. This is like brand new, fresh out the box. It's just, if you want Zelina Vega, all right, they'll cut you Zelina Vega, and you give Zelina Vega right here. And this is a flashback from 2023. When this was in Puerto Rico. I like her gear. This was like my favorite gear from Zelina Vega of all time. I want to say all time, but it was one of my favorites. And also, she had the Nike sneaker when she was wearing it back in 2023. She was facing Rhea Ripley. I think it was Rhea Ripley. Yeah, Rhea Ripley. And she was wearing the Nike one, but obviously due to copyright, I believe they didn't want to like do the highly detailed one. But I also like the flag because it has the sparkle thing too. I like it. It's a really cool Zelina Vega. I actually enjoy it. And I don't think I'll be able to have time to open up the figure. But we'll try to do the best that I can before I do go. Alright guys, now ladies and gentlemen, we also have Beth Phoenix. Now before I say anything about Beth Phoenix, she is the Glamazon. She is a legend. But personally, my favorite was Eve Torres. I like Eve Torres. I like Kelly. I did like Beth Phoenix though. And she is my top 3 as the all-time female. Top one for me will be Eve Torres, but I know you guys, AJ Lee is the top number 1. I'll say this, even though for my opinion I put Eve Torres number 1, but logically we know. I want to say logically, but I think you guys would agree with me that AJ Lee will be the number 1. She will be the number 1, guys. She paved a wave. She was just amazing in the ring. She just had it. She was good. Her and Eve Torres were my favorites of all time. But Beth Phoenix is also my favorite too, and a classic of all time too. She's great. I can't complain. I've also liked Maurice. I've also liked the Bella Twins too. But it's just unfortunate how back in 2010 females division wasn't really taking that serious because they had like the matches was just so. It was just like the timing of the match. It was just like very short. The time was just too short for them. It was just not good. But personally, they still, even though they didn't have much time in that ring, but they still gave the best what they can, and which is why we appreciate them. Beth Phoenix, a legend. Decades of domination. She is a legend. And yeah, she comes with the women's championship, with the women's champion. So. Now, this right here, guys, you guys will recognize this figure here. This is an old figure. I forgot when was this released, but this is an old figure right here. And we have Paige. Look, we have Paige, yo. I also like Paige, too. Her and AJ Lee was just, it was something I liked. That rivalry was, it was good. I like the rivalry with AJ Lee and Caitlyn. I actually liked that. It was chef's kiss for that. I personally really liked it. And it's not, I'm not going to complain about it. It was good. I personally loved it. But look at the figure though. I think this was at first unreleased until it got released. I don't remember because I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I can be honest, I collected wrestlers, but I just never had such a good luck on finding elites for me. It was hard for me to find elites. I know it sounds crazy. Like, how is it hard for you to find elites, Elvis? How? I'm telling you, man. I had to earn my spot just to get figures like these. I had to earn it, man. I had to earn it, bro. Without a question, I had to earn it. And I've always wanted a wrestling figure, but the only thing I can manage to find mostly would be a basic than an elite. And that was hard, because I liked elites. Elites is like my favorite more than basic. But I think now the basics are, it's alright. Not gonna complain about it, but this was what? There he goes. We got Paige, and she's Saraya from AEW. But yeah. This is Paige right here. Bam. Old Elite 2. This is the Old Elite 2. Old Elite. Now this is where we're gonna go in there. We got 2 last figures, guys. And I definitely cannot wait to show you guys this figure. But this is an Elite throwback Matt Hardy. This right here, well, obviously, I mean, it's still in the new packaging, but this is old Matt Hardy. Like, this is like the old Matt Hardy. This was like 2008 of Matt Hardy. This is when ECW was still on it. This is great, man. I like this Matt Hardy. You know what's funny? I never had a chance to have a Matt Hardy in my hands. The only 2 times I was able to have a Matt Hardy was back in 2009 or 2010 when it was the Flex Force, and you know, even though it was trash, but it did have some memories in it, because if you couldn't afford a basic or an elite version, you had the Flex Force. Flex Force was dookie, but for me personally, I have great experience with it. Now, I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing to collect, but it was memory though. So I'm not going to deny it. If you were broke, you will get that shit. If you was broke, you will get that. But look at this Matt Hardy though. I like this Matt Hardy. It comes with the ECW championship, and it comes with the microphone. So I'm excited for this one. So, and now this is the last figure, guys. I'm gonna bring you guys into throwback. Remember the throwback from 2009, 2008, something around 2010? The old packaging, but look, it's Hornswoggle, bro. What a freaking legend, man. Hornswoggle. I wonder how you... Yo, tell me how y'all feel about Hornswoggle in the comments. Yo, Hornswoggle was one of the wildest mini guys we had in the WWE. And look who you can collect in the back. And I also want to let you guys know, I am scoring to collect these old wrestlers. I am planning to collect David Hart Smith. He's hard to get. Tyson Kidd. John Cena. This is for me. I like this orange John Cena and D-Generation X, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. I'm gonna get them. I know it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna cost a lot, an arm and a leg, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try the best that I can. Now for this Hornswoggle figure, I don't know if I am going to. I don't know if I'm going to either keep this in the box or I'm just gonna keep it as a collection until I get the new release version of it. Because this is old school, bro. And I don't know if I want to open it. And people are going to say, oh, but you shouldn't open it. This is rare. Yeah, I know that. But I don't think you understand, man. This brings me back to my childhood, guys. Because I remember, bro, I couldn't really afford Elites like that. I wouldn't say I couldn't afford Elites, but it's just Elites never brought to my attention like that. I know I said earlier that I couldn't find it, but I remember there was maybe like 2 times a situation when I went to Toys R Us back in Times Square, if you guys can remember. That's old school. I've always get a basic because I never understood the Elite part, like bending the figure like that. I never understood it, and I think my first ever WWE Elite figure was probably Jack Swagger when he won the Money in the Bank. And that was one of the last Money in the Bank matches in WrestleMania's history, and Jack Swagger won. I don't know how you guys feel about Jack Swagger, but personally, I think Jack Swagger... I just think the booking just wasn't right. I don't think he fitted as a character, but I will say I did like Jack Swagger. He wasn't really too bad for me. I didn't really mind Jack Swagger. But I understand storyline-wise, yeah, I can completely understand that. But back to Hornswoggle. I liked Hornswoggle. Him and Finley was pretty cool. I like Hornswoggle when he was in the NXT. When I think he was kissing a woman. I think he took a huge kiss to Caitlyn. That shit. Yeah, Hornswoggle was one of the wildest little dudes, guy. But Hornswoggle, I do like Hornswoggle. Would I like to meet Hornswoggle? Hey, I like to meet Hornswoggle. That'd be so cool, man. If he could teach me how to be in the wrestling industry, in the World Wrestling Entertainment, man, that would be an amazing and a blessing. But listen, guys, I'm gonna get going because I gotta go pick up my little brother. But I want to say thank you guys for all the support during these times right now. I am going through some tough time right now, and it's not looking easy for me. But you know, I am Elvis Espinosa Reyes. At the end of the day, I do go through tough battles, and I am the person that understands that even though I do tend to fall, but I always know how to pick myself back up. I know myself pretty much. And even though, unfortunately, my wrestling career has to be in a huge major pause because of the big situations, which we'll now speak about here on YouTube, but I just want to say I am very sad about that. It hurts me to do that, but I have to make a huge sacrifice. But I do know I will get back to it, and I am ready for the next one, but we don't know when would the next one ever be, and I don't know if there will ever be a next one, but I pray that I do get a next one and I get the opportunity to really show myself and really prove that this is for me and I want to do this. And it really sucks for me to see where my life trajectory went down, how much I had so much big for wrestling, and then how when I'm gonna do it, it falls down here because of huge situation we will not speak about on YouTube, like I said. But the positive I look at is like, okay, Elvis, give yourself some time. You got a lot to think about. But yes, you do want to do wrestling. But right now, let's first focus on this other situation first before we get moving to the big step. And I pray that in the near future, I get to be one of the biggest guys in the company, be the biggest star in the company. Although that is really a high dream to do. But am I willing to risk it? Yes, I am. I just pray to myself that I don't get myself injured at such an early age where I have to quit my well, no one to say quit, but retire from my wrestling career and hang up the boots at such an early age, that would be a tragedy for me because I'm willing to do wrestling. But I don't think I remember one time they told me, if we gotta cross that bridge, we don't have to cross it. Just pray to God we don't have to cross that bridge. But if we gotta cross the bridge, we don't have to cross it. And yeah, that's all it, guys. I just want to say thank you guys for everything, and we will get this through. All I'm gonna say is I hope my wrestling career can come back to me. I hope I get the third chance, and hopefully with this third chance I can have the opportunity to really prove myself and really show myself a lot. And even although it is dark for me during these times, but I still want to look at the positives. I was able to do you guys an unboxing video, although I'm not able to do my wrestling career, but what I am able to do is do an unboxing, and hopefully maybe before I leave or after I come back, I can do a shopping with Ebanks wrestling figures edition. But thank you guys so much for everything, though. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thanks for everything. But like Ebanks is gonna be out, and I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys.